You're listening to the Abolitionist Roundtable, patriotic Black American conservative all-access radio, with your hosts, Del, Phil, and Janice. They're leading the charge in advancing the conservative revolution. Join the conversation at 734-822-1600.
Hello, I'm Milt, and this is Logically Speaking Uncensored. June, a month to celebrate life more abundantly. In Genesis 1:28, it states, "And God blessed them, and God said unto them, Be fruitful and multiply and replenish the earth." The instructions provided in Genesis are straightforward and distinctively addressed to the heterosexual process of procreation, which can only be consummated between male and female. And the capability to be fruitful, multiply, and replenish the earth is the foundational essence of humanity. And this blessing deserves recognition and appreciation. National Heterosexual Recognition and Appreciation Month is an effort to honor the essential provisos in Genesis 1:28. When people inquire about the purpose of National Heterosexual Recognition and Appreciation Month, I inform them that it is purposed to preserve humanity, which is predicated on life and the values of family, natural marriage between a man and woman, procreation, and protection of our children. It is an incontrovertible fact that every human being, no matter how confused or what gender they may think they are or want to be, got here through the immutable portal of procreation between male and female. Therefore, if humanity is to continue, we must recognize and appreciate the process of life ordained by God. There are those who embrace the culture of death and eliminate life before maturity by abortion. And there are those who eliminate life after maturity by engaging in practices that cannot bring forth life. During the month of June, we who believe in the gift of life must take the time to correct misconceptions and indoctrinations with truth and facts regarding the dangers that await a world where the process for the continuance of life and humanity is devalued. During the month of June, the mission should be to try and teach the teachable what we are for, and that we are not afraid to be right in celebrating the heterosexual process of bringing forth human life. And if life is right, how can we be wrong? During the month of June, know that commitments and convictions in defense of life is no vice, and appeasement and moderation in preserving humanity is no virtue. I am Milt, Logically Speaking Uncensored, saying, think about it.
All right, folks, we're back. Thank you. Again, we really appreciate Milt for sending that commentary down. Again, this is National Heterosexual Recognition Appreciation Month. Matter of fact, here, let me just give you some information. Milt wants you to give him a call if it's something that you're interested in doing this month. If you'd like to have an event at your church or your venue, give Milt a call. He'd like for you to. We want to. It's not that we're against somebody, but he's just talking about what we're for. We're for heterosexual marriage. We're for heterosexual relationships. We're for, God's master plan. This is God's master plan for us to reproduce, be fruitful, multiply. This is his plan. This is his plan at all. The other side, me and Phil talked about this, and the mayor talked about this last week. If I had a female plug and another female plug, I mean, they can't produce anything. There's no power. There's no friction at all. And you know what? I did something. I was trying to fix a plug, and I stuck, and it gave me a little shock. Yeah. And so. And then I put it in there, and the lights came on and power. Let there be light. But anyway, so if you like to contact Milt, you can contact him at it's 313 342-6893. Again, if you'd like to have an event for National Heterosexual Recognition and Appreciation Month, I say that again later on before the show is over. In addition, I like to do again little housekeeping, and I'm gonna get to our calls because again, this June is a fundraising month. We need your support. If you don't mind going to our website at artofmichigan.com. Again, artofmichigan.com. This is something that we don't do often, but we need your support. Absolutely, we do, so that we can keep the show on the air, so we do a lot of mailers and stuff like that. We keep our YouTube and we keep our website up, so we have a lot of stuff that we have to keep up, and we need your support. So if you don't mind going to our website at artofmichigan.com. Matter of fact, if you don't mind, just say, you know what, I'm gonna make a commitment. I'm just gonna and just have it deducted out your account. Do $5 or $10, whatever it is that's comfortable for you, but make a commitment every month for us. And then I want you to do one more thing. When you're on the website, click on our YouTube network. This show by Monday will be on on the website, and it'll be on YouTube, so you can go ahead and listen to. All right. So, Derek, who is the first person that is okay? So we have Jimmy. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's Jimmy on line 1 from Manchester. Well, let's get to line 2. Well, it says line. Oh, okay. I see. There's a correction. I appreciate it. Thank you for sending that correction. And we're going to go to Jimmy. Good morning, Jimmy.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good. How you doing?
I am doing all right. It's a little upset that we've got these people out there that want to champion free speech while robbing 13 million voters of theirs.
Absolutely. And you know what else, Jimmy? Let me just say this. When we watch we got a little bit of an echo. Can you turn your radio down? Because we got a little call back coming.
I hit the speakerphone by accident.
Oh, you did? Okay. Here, let me just say this. Yeah, absolutely. We talking about disenfranchising voters. Just think about this. We had, in 2004, we had thousands, millions of Michiganders vote to protect marriage, and guess what? Eric Holder did. They took away our vote. Now, we see when Trump have all these different rallies, we see that George Soros and Bernie Sanders, they sent in all these goons to disenfranchise. This is what they're doing. They disenfranchise, and they're trying to disenfranchise Republican voters. That's what they're doing. This is voter suppression. And now the establishment Republicans want to turn around and suppress historic numbers. I reported this. This is not my opinion. This is from Red State. Matter of fact, the Huffington Post even reported. I'm sorry, not the Huffington, but from the Breitbart reported that Trump had historic numbers of votes. 13 million votes in a primary. This has never happened at all to the Republican Party. But they want to turn around. They want to use talking points of progressives. This is disgusting.
Well, not only that, but Facebook, Twitter, Google, and Microsoft have joined in with the European Union to suppress hate speech.
That's right.
But their definition of hate speech is the truth.
That's right.
So now we're suppressing the truth. Abortion is killing of an unborn child.
It is.
And that's what they are calling hate speech.
Yes.
So it's all coming together. And in California, they just said that the Second Amendment does not guarantee the right of a person to carry a weapon.
You know what?
A concealed weapon.
A concealed weapon.
No, it goes beyond that, because if you actually read the decision that was published, the beginning of it says, and I quote, let me get down to page 1 here, I quote, the beginning of this law says, the court affirmed the district court's judgment and held that there is no Second Amendment right for members of the general public to carry concealed firearms in public. Okay, concealed firearms in public. No Second Amendment guarantee. And yet we have the Second Amendment that says we have the right to bear arms. So does this mean then that we have to open carry? And I'm all for that.
Yeah, this is how they erode.
That's right.
Slowly they erode. Just use it now. Somebody else in 5 years from now going to use that same case study right there and say, well, you know what? This is how they take away the rest of it. They always go back to a case. They reference this case. Well, you know, John Doe versus. I'm sorry. Here, what else did you want to say? Go ahead, Jimmy, because we can continue on with this.
Right. Yeah. And Hugh Hewitt saying that he's a Swede and he's not for anybody. You should read the history book.
Yeah.
The Swedes helped the Germans during World War II. During the convoys, they would refuel the U-boats, sell them fish and stuff like that. And, you know, so yeah, he is right. He's just like the Swedes. He's a turncoat. He's helping the establishment, the enemy.
Yeah.
And that's, you know, they all are. And it's so disgusting.
It really is. I mean, here's supposed to be an icon of conservatism, and he's saying that they should change the National Convention rules.
That's not a good idea.
No.
Because I'm a precinct delegate here in Michigan, and I'm not going to this. I'm going to go to the convention as a spectator, but not as a delegate.
Good for you.
Those people will burn this place to the ground. They will help Black Lives Matter and the George Soros people burn it down if they try to do that. And I'm not kidding. There are some people that are really, really upset because we have finally got our foot in the door with these establishment people, and they can't stand it. They don't understand that nickels and dimes have beaten their millions of dollars.
Well, Jimmy, I would suggest that we do it peacefully because the last thing we need is for President Obama to declare martial law, and then we won't even have an election in November.
And that's what they're looking for.
So we have to be very careful.
Absolutely. Please don't.
I'm being figurative.
I know you are.
They wouldn't burn it down literally, but they will burn the party to the ground.
Yes.
Is what I'm getting.
Well, the party is the thing that I hear people like Hugh Hewitt say that they're defending the Republican Party. The Republican Party needs to be broken up. But the problem is, you know, that that's what they're doing now because they're doing it and telling us that Trump is doing it. That's what the problem is. We need to get those people and identify them and make them to the point where they're irrelevant in the party. That's the first job.